Hey guys, I have a battle here against Amari. Link will be in the script. Well, no, I don't think he has a YouTube channel, I'm not sure. But, yeah, the chat that I met him on will be in the description, so view it there. Anyways, a great battle here. It turned out really well for me. So anyways, he leads out with the Venusaur, and I lead out with the Hydreigon. I was fairly happy here with the lead because this is a new Hydreigon I was testing out, and obviously Venusaurs are really bulky, so he's going to be able to live the Outrage and go for the substitute, putting himself at really minimal damage. I go for the Outrage again, and it kind of just destroys that sub, and, well, you think of a substitute taking an Outrage, but anyways. I get confused here, and due to that, I am forced to switch out against a synthesized Venusaur, but at the same moment, I wasn't really afraid of this thing because I did have my Reshiram, which I do switch into now. Reshiram is pretty bulky, and if I do say so myself, I'm going to go for it. He goes for the Double Edge, predicting me to stay in with that Hydreigon and go for maybe a move there, but I didn't. And I am just going for the Blue Flare, and it's... My team was remotely Sun, but in this match I didn't really get to test my Sun. So anyways, yeah. Obviously, as you can see, the Venusaur is going to fall to that, and that's 6-5 lead for me. So now he's going to switch into his Cowletto, and this is where my Mewtwo, the MVP of the match, I must say. Well, Reshiram takes a Hydro Pump here. I shouldn't say, but he does take a Hydro Pump, and that's pretty good for him, knowing that. But seeing how much damage Blue Flare is doing to this guy, I was really afraid of how bulky this thing was actually going to be. So, I go for this switch here. I'm pretty sure. Yep. I switch into my Lapras. And I get dummied. I really wasn't predicting him to have the Focus Blast on this Cowletto. I was talking to him on chat, which will be in the description below. I was talking to him, and yeah, he didn't really tell me much about the Cowletto. But I do switch into my Mewtwo, my MVP of the match here, with pressure going here, and I go for the Toxic, and it's going to scar that Cowletto. But now the Focus Blast missed, so I'm like, yes. Now I go for the Psy Strike, and this KOs. I'm pretty sure. The KO here. Yes, it does KO. So that's an early 5-4 lead. And he switches into my former Latios. Yes, I traded him right before the match, and we traded Latios for Cresselia. And I know what this Latios is running. Not the greatest thing to do, use it in a match. It was running Psychic, Dragon Dance, Dragon Pulse, and Recover set. So here I'm going to go for the Psy Strike. But the Thunderbolt, it's not doing anything either, and yeah, not doing much. So as you can see, I'm really getting flustered here. I'm trying everything, and Mewtwo is going to be subjected to a Dragon Pulse, and these things are doing Guantanamo Bay to me, so yeah. Right here I gotta kind of switch, but I don't. I think deep into my soul and go for the Psy Strike. And it hits, doing some pretty good damage. I'm like, yes. And now he goes for the Dragon Pulse. I'm like, I can live it, I can live it, I can live it. I'm like, no crit, no crit, no crit, no crit. Live with 9 HP. And it's like, yes. Leftovers restores to 31. I go for the Psy Strike, and that will KO Latios. Now, That is 5-2-3 lead. And now I think he chooses to go into the Rayquaza. This thing gave me some difficulty. The difficulty level of this Rayquaza is insane. Because after I beat this Rayquaza, it's pretty much a walk through the park. But it does KO my Mewtwo in the next turn. I go for the Aura Sphere. Now, I forgot all about how Aura Sphere is not good against dragons. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Right after I click the button, I'm like, I'm going down. I can get killed out here, and I get kind of mad. So I go into my Cobalion, and I think, oh, I'll set up, right? Wrong. As you will see here, I was wrong to try this. I go for the Swords Dance. He goes for the Outrage. He hits with it. I'm like, I could take these all day, right? Yep. Go for another Swords Dance. Yep. I can take Outrages all day, right? Wrong. He Outrages here. I'm like, he's doing nothing to me. I can go one more Outrage. And he was locked in on the Outrage. And me being a Dumbo, forgot all about it, what other attacks he could be running on this visit. And he hits through Confusion with a Fire Blast. And that hurt me. My Cobalion just dies, and yeah, I was kind of really mad here. Sorry about the quality. It will get better hopefully in the next little bit here. I'm hoping to get a camera. And now I switch into an Aerodactyl for no reason at all. I double switch out here into Hydreigon, and yeah, Hydreigon's gonna mop the floor, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure Hydreigon sweeps the rest of his team. But, I'm not sure here. So just, let's see. Hydreigon goes for the Dragon Rush, and he avoids it the first time. He goes for the Blizzard. I avoid it. So I guess we're both equally accuracied. And then I go for the Dragon Rush, and Rayquaza is going to fall to that. Rayquaza, the bulkier one of the Rayquazas I've seen, named Visit. I kind of didn't understand his naming here, but I was alright with that. Those, and yeah. And now he comes in with this Samurott, and I'm like, oh, nice. Samurott. I go for Dragon Rush, it hits. And I thought Dragon Rush knocked people out of the match, but it didn't. And he substitutes and almost kills himself out. And I go for the Dragon Pulse to break the sub. And then he goes for the Hydro Cannon. Yeah, took some damage here. He goes for the Hydro Cannon. I'm like, oh, yeah. I don't know what I live with on this. I can't remember min-max damage, but I do live with the 42 health. And this is the end of the match. I pretty much just sweep this Samurott, and then I one-shot his Giratina. Thanks, Amari, for a great battle here. It's going on my YouTube channel, so be sure to check it out. And yeah, good game. Please leave a comment, rate, and sub. And I am hoping, praying that we can get this tournament going here in the next bit. If you're listening to this, please inbox me on YouTube. Go on the website, chat me up, and I will go over the rules. I will see you next time, YouTube.